that's a point added to your to your mark. So talk about everything. Another example is that if you see a student nurse and a healthcare assistant having an argument in the streets or wherever, what will you do? Talk about how you have to first of all separate them. Like, I mean, call someone to call someone to a separate room, ask them what happened, call the other person to another separate room, ask them what happened, document it. uh Documentation, you always have to talk about the fact that you're going to document it and how you address the issue generally. Don't just assume that because you've addressed the issue you're not going to revisit it, or you're not going to document it, or something. Also, with the four that I mentioned earlier, you have to also make sure that you're going to document it and prevent it hand over to not just the other nurse that's going to take over from you, but to the carers on the shift, to the family as well. Inform the family. So don't leave anything undone. Just talk about everything you need to know, everything you would do in that kind of situation. Another important thing is that you read about the trusts you're going for interview, know their values, and also read about the ward. If you're going for an interview on a renal ward, know everything about renal units, read about it, because they can actually ask you what do you know about it, and you should be able to talk, and say what you know about it. So it's important for you to also read the trust value and know about the ward, the kind of care they're going to be giving in the ward, what you expect, just say everything. I, there's nothing that you say that is wasted. Just make sure you prepare very well. Also, you have to appear confident, even if you're not really sure of what you're saying. Just be confident and just say it. And then they might even ask you, why do you think you are best fit for the job? Talk about, I mean, every nurse knows that, I mean, team spirit is very, very important. So talk about how you're a team player, talk about your strengths. They will also ask you for your weaknesses. They can also ask you for your weakness. So you have to think about something that you think is a weakness, but you're working on it. Always let them know that this is one of your weakness and it's something that you're working on. Example, you can say, oh, your weakness is that you don't like leaving, like when you're done with, you always like finishing your work. And in healthcare, most times you have to hand over to other people, because different things can happen. You cannot predict how your shift will go. So it's important for you to always uh talk about that. You can talk about that as a weakness and say, oh, you're working on the fact that you have to be comfortable handing over to someone else to do things, and trusting that they will do it well, because you all are a team and you should work together as a team. This video is too long. I'm just going to make a part two of this.